So,
So this I bought at the 5 and Below, where all the little emojis are.
and these are at
Amazon.
If you're lucky, you'll get the wrong ones. And then you call them and they send you another batch and it's the right ones. Yeah. So,
we had ordered some more actually.
so we're going to pass these around and y'all are going to play ball with each other. So basically what happens is when you toss it to somebody, really hard,
Did I do anything?
wherever their thumb lands, what picture? So it's the sunglasses. So what feeling is that?
Chill.
Chill. What is something you do that helps you feel chill?
Sleep.
Sleep. Awesome. So. All right, so I got the big goofy smile. What's something that makes you feel really goofy? I'm goofy all the time, so I feel like this a lot. But you ask them. Oh, you have to ask a question. Oh.
Do it again.
I failed. Big goofy smile.
Big goofy smile. So, what makes you happy?
My cats, margaritas, long walks on the beach,
That's your
reading.
dating profile.
Yeah, that's my dating profile. So we're going to pass these and just pass them around like you're at a rave or something with beach balls. But you are going to ask the person, where'd your thumb land? Smiley face.
Just
What brings you joy?
balls. I don't know.
Music, okay? Pass it on.
So, but you didn't pay attention where you landed. Ready? Where did it land? Worried. So ask her a question about
Pass it back.
Yeah, pass it back. And then wherever your thumb lands.
Pass it back. Throw it behind you. Pass it backwards. Throw it behind you. But make eye contact with somebody first. Toss it to her. She's waiting. She's waiting. There you go. Where'd your thumb land? Oh, what breaks your heart? Animal abuse. Toss it back. Toss it back.
There you go. Good job.
Just toss it back to anybody who's looking at you.
All right, who's ready back here?
Now you ask her. You ask her.
What is that, Sad? Ask her a question.
What makes you feel crappy? It's poop. Okay, so for those of you that didn't get to catch the ball, you saw what happened, right? So we're going to do another activity, and this is something, again, you can do with one client, you can do with a group of clients, however you work it. How many of you have seen the game called Heads Up? Okay, so what I'm going to do, we're going to do an example, but when we pass out the cards, we're passing out bundles of 6. Pair up with somebody, triple up with somebody if you have to. Do not look at the cards, take 3 cards out, because you can't see the cards you're going to hold. You're not supposed to, if you look at the cards you're holding, you're cheating, and that's not allowed here. Okay?
All right, does anybody have the ball? There we go. Oh, whoa. There you go. That's interactive. Remember what it's like when we're doing these activities, okay? And even though you are practicing CBT in college, what did you think about CBT? Boring, right? I have learned how to create fun activities with CBT. So remember how you're feeling and what it's like to be doing these. Go for it.
Take your card.
We're going to
give you an example of how to do this. Notice I'm not looking at the cards. She's not looking at the cards. Hold it up to your forehead.
Is it the right way?
Yes. Oh, so you did something wrong and now you feel really bad about
Guilty.
it? Yes. That's how you do it, okay? And it helps if you do the facial expression. So
They love doing this too.
we are going to pass these out. This is fun for kids.
What are we doing? Modeling. We are identifying, we're showing, we're describing, and we're sharing.
Pair up.
They think they're having fun, and they
so
are.
each couple or pair gets 1 pack. So pass one down, yeah.
I love some of them are upside down.
That's okay.
It's great.
Differences in motion, the difference in the energy in the room.
When I first thought about this, I was doing heads up with some of our friends, and game night, cocktails. I said, "Oh, this is so fun. How can I use this and the energy?" And so I saw on there it was emotions. So in the heads up, 99 cents, best 99 cents for affect modulation that I have spent. And I choose the emotions, and the kids, teens, they love doing it.
So these cards, it's do it yourself, come up with your own emotions. You all are clinicians, you know feelings, right? We hope we know feelings. So how many of you realized how hard that was? Some of those words are hard. Yeah. So now imagine you're a child and you're dealing with traumatic grief and you're trying to tell your caregiver how you feel and you don't have the words for it. And those feelings are hard to explain. So this is something to do with the caregiver as well, because it shows them how difficult, you have a different cognitive development level. Kids speak through play, they don't speak through words. This helps teach them, and it also teaches the parent how to play with their kids so they can start doing that as well. How many of you noticed the energy in the room went from all chill to rah? Yeah. So you want to do that with your client, and then you relax them again. You have to regulate yourself, though. I'm not going to do it again. So thank you.
No, thank you, Kim. And if I can, Kendall and Kim years ago, were my interns, and I had supervised them. And this is very surreal for myself to see them blossom into who they are now in their growth. So thank you, Kim and Kendall. All right, so we did affect modulation, right? Which is identifying, describing, and sharing. Those three things, that's the goal. Oh, back to this. All right, so who knows what the triangle is? The CBT triangle. As a CBT therapist, this I just have in my head now. This is my go-to in helping them connect those thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. A lot of my clients, I will start out and saying, "Oh, so what was the event?" And they already know where I'm going. I have a whiteboard in my office, and I have that ready to go. So we are going to, I'm going to share with you. Ready? What it can look like. So, the event, school suspension. That was the event. That's the bad thing that happened. What was his negative thought because of that school suspension? Nobody cares. So that's a negative self-talk. Because you've been suspended for doing whatever, we don't know yet, he feels no one cares. Some of his feelings are anxious, hurt, hopeless, sad, anger, loneliness, and rejection. And because I think no one cares, and because I feel rejected, lonely, angry, sad, hopeless, anxious, and hurt, I'm fighting, I'm throwing chairs, I'm isolating, I'm shouting. So this is all connected. This is this little guy. And that's what I show him, like, this is you. So now that you did this, and this takes lots of practice with them, but once they've done that, okay, how can we reframe that? How can we make that positive? And so he's talking about the school suspension, he's fighting, throwing chairs, he's shouting at people, and because he thinks no one cares, how can he reframe that nobody cares? I matter. Someone cares. All right, so instead of fighting, throwing chairs, isolating, and shouting, what can you do? I can use my words to talk to someone. It's that simple. And practicing that. So, as you are gathering, I'm very interactive. We are going to do our own triangle as clinicians, right? And put it in practice. Oh, it's getting stuck. So, what might be a negative thought as clinicians that we have working with our children, our families, our teens, our young adults, our adults? I'm not effective. I'm not effective. What else? I think that's a big one. Can everyone identify with I'm not effective? Kenji, right up here. So when am I feeling not effective? When they're not getting better? Where am I feeling? What happened that I'm not feeling effective? What is it? Behaviors escalated. What else? I'm sorry, can you repeat that? When the behavior doesn't change. So I'm not effective. What do I feel because behavior is not changing? So what am I feeling as a clinician because I'm not feeling effective? It's not working. Whatever I'm doing is not working. Frustrated. Incompetent.
So like a fail, maybe.
Failing. Discouraged. Burnt out. I like that one. Hopeless. Angry. All right, we got to let Kim catch up. Frustrated. Let's help her out. Hopeless. Discouraged. And what do we do? Because we're not feeling effective. We're burnt out. What was that? Cocktails? What else? Retail, we're spending money. That's a good one. How many times have we had a bad day, and then what do? We go and spend money that we don't have to spend?
We work harder than the patient.
Yes. You work harder than the patient. What is the thing that is instilled in us? If you're doing more than your client, then it's a disservice to your client. All right, so let's go over this. There's no change in the behavior. Caregivers calling and saying, you know what? They're still angry. They're still fighting. He just got suspended. So you're on the phone. You do your usual. Try and validate everything. And then you hang up. And then you're like, oh, what am I not doing right? I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, whatever you think. And because of that, I'm sad, I feel incompetent, I feel frustrated, I feel hopeless, I feel so discouraged. And so I drive, stop at Target, spend way too much money at Target. I work harder than my client because I'm trying to figure out, oh, we got to do this, we got to do that, oh, this is going to be this intervention. How many times have you gone in with this agenda of an intervention and it's like, wonk, wonk. They are not having it. So how do we reframe this negative self-talk? What is a positive self-talk we can say other than, I'm not effective? What can we say?
I can ask for help.
I can ask for help.
Try again.
Try again. It's a process. Doing my best. Give them time.
I always think 2 steps forward, 1 step back,
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
or whatever.
The bottom line is we are doing the best that we can. So what can we do to stay in this frame that we're doing the best that we can? What do we share with our clients all the time that's really important? And there it is. Who said that? Self-care. Sometimes self-care is that glass of wine. But self-care, taking good care of ourselves. What do we always share with our clients? The example of the air mask, the oxygen mask. We have to put that oxygen mask on. We have to be present with our clients. So self-care. Anything else that we can do?
Celebrate small things.
Celebrate small things. I like that. I like that. Celebrate the small things, which are big to them. I love that. So what was that like doing the CBT triangle? Does it make sense when you do it yourself? When they first see this triangle, they don't know what it means. But by us practicing it, and any time that they come with anything, any type of issue, they know, hey, let's do a triangle. And then they work with it. So that's what I wanted to do, is just kind of show you that the triangle can be helpful